Read.
Even wood?
Even wood? What do you think the wood represents? What is the staple of Christianity? Like, what do they wear on their neck? And the cross made out of what? Wood. That's Christianity. Now watch the next one. Read.
And stone.
What do you think that one represents?
Well, you're going to say this first.
Nah, not me. I didn't write the Bible.
Blackstone.
The cobblestone. Now, when did we learn about these things? We learned about them in slavery. What city are you from? You from around here? Okay. In this city, who do you see homeless, struggling, walking around drunk? What do they look like? They're black. They look like us, right? Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So you could go to any city. It's not just this city. You can go to any city on earth, not just America, and you'll see black, Hispanics, and Native Americans at the bottom, living in the ghetto, getting drunk during the day, struggling, living check to check, struggling. And it says, cursed shall thou be in the field. What do you think that means? Okay, so right here, you see these pictures down here? Cursed shall thou be in the field. It was so-called blacks that were in the cotton fields. Your people, our people, we were in the sugarcane fields, the tobacco fields. What was happening when we were in those fields? What was that called? There we go, that's slavery. That's slavery. Remember, the blacks and Hispanics are the ones who went through slavery, not anybody else. Have you ever seen a white slave? A white man slave? In the history books? No. They were the what? The white man was what? If we were the slaves, the white man was what? Giving our instructions, meaning he was the slave master. He was over us. Why? Because we broke God's commandments. We broke God's commandments. Northern King, right? So-called Hispanics, y'all going through it right now at the border. They're taking Mexican children. Still, to this day. They're still doing that. Why? Because we broke God's commandments, my brothers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Read the flyer. Read the flyer. Yes, sir. You're from the tribe of Ephraim. You are not Puerto Rican. You are an Ephraimite. Yes, sir. From the tribe of Israel. Yes, sir. All praises. All praises. So, my sisters. No. What do you mean? I'm your brother. I'm your brother. You got to deal with your brother. You got to go, Lucas. Okay. You got the flyer? Check out the flyer. Check out the flyer. You're an Israelite. You are an Israelite. Jesus Christ is black, and you are special on this earth. You understand? Read that flyer. Read that flyer. And we got a contact phone number on the back. Hit us up. Hit us up. We're trying to wake up all our people. You understand? All praises. Keep going.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
So, the Israelites, it says, cursed shall be thy basket. That goes into our bank accounts. I don't know about y'all, but my bank account is cursed. All of our bank accounts are cursed.
Right.
And our store, meaning all of our businesses.
Right.
I think the statistics, black businesses don't last past a few years.
Right.
Why? Why? Because we are cursed. It's not that we're not smart. We know we're the smartest people on earth.
Right.
We invented most of the stuff we see.
Right.
We invented the cell phone,
Right.
the traffic light.
Right.
We invented all these things. Why can we not prosper? Why can we not succeed? My sister right here. My sister right here with the leather jacket. My sister right here. Yeah. My sister right, my brother right here. Where you from? Senegal.
He's from Senegal. He's a practicing in Islam.
Okay.
And got one?
Okay. So, go ahead.
So I asked them already if you guys like believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
So I was wondering what your opinion was on Muhammad.
Oh, who? Muhammad. Okay. So, Muhammad is not a prophet. He is not a prophet. Matter of fact, if I ask you right now, because you say you practice Islam, so you read the Quran. You read the Quran. Okay. So, tell me one prophecy in the Quran.
In the Quran?
Yes.
Well, so there's something I have to say, right? So with the Prophet Muhammad, we have the Quran, which are the verbatim words of God, which is in our belief. And then we have his statements that have been transmitted, right? Authentically, which are called the hadith, right? So I'm not sure, like the Quran does have prophecies, but I can name you prophecies that he has made in his statements in the hadith, if you would like. Is that okay?
So No, that's not. All I asked, give me a prophecy. Because Muhammad's he's supposed to be a prophet, right?
Yeah. So Allah said in the Quran, right? He said, we have told the children of Israel that you're going to commit a trial you're going to test, you're going to be evil to people. You're going to be evil people twice. Right?
Okay.
He said that. He said, and when the first time came, so they were evil in that time. He said, when the first time came, we reprimanded them. And then the second time will come eventually. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us that this second time is that they will try to reclaim the land of what they think is their father.
Okay.
Right.
So, there is no prophecy in the Quran that wasn't already prophesied by the true prophet.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to let you know. There's nothing in the Quran that wasn't already said by the true prophets who are Israelites. Give me Amos. Give me Amos. Amos 3. Give me, right. The meaning of Quran means to recite, right?
Yeah, the thing that is recited.
Now, what is it reciting?
Bring it out.
We believe the words of God.
Which is the Bible. It's reciting the Bible.
Right.
There's it's called verses in the Quran that tell you have to read, not only read, but you have to read and believe in the Bible.
That's right.
Meaning what? I don't need the Quran.
I
Right.
know what you're talking about. So you're talking
Now
about...
I'll let you speak a lot. Let me get you to who the prophets are in the Bible.
That's right.
Muhammad was not a prophet because he was not an Israelite.
Right.
Read.
Amos chapter 2 and verse 11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets.
Raised up of your sons. He's talking to the Israelites. Read.
And of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel?
The children of Israel. We are the prophets.
That's right.
You are a prophet, not Muhammad.
Right.
Muhammad is not our people.
That's right.
Muhammad is not our people. That is the Arab man's religion.
That's
Right.
You understand? Do you understand what's going on right now over on that side of the world? The Arabs are taking our people in slavery still to this day in Libya. To this day, literally right now.
That's right.
And you're following a religion that has your people in slavery?
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Bring it out.
No, just ask me. Does that make? I just ask you a simple question. Does that make any sense? You're following a religion that is putting your people in slavery.
Bring it out.
Does that make sense? For you to follow a religion like that? You're not gonna answer my question first?
I'm going to answer.
Go ahead.
When we talk about
We're
religion,
gonna get some history about Muhammad too.
when we talk about religion,
Right.
we don't talk about what the people who claim to follow the religion do. We talk about the roots of the religion. Does the religion propagate for it? Does the religion of Islam does the religion of Islam say that Arabs are better? Does the religion of Islam say that Arabs are better than everybody else?
So I'm gonna get you. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get you the originator, where Islam comes from. Who do the Arab man say they descend from? Ishmael. So we're going to read about Ishmael in the Bible, his characteristics, his traits, how he would be. We're going to read a prophecy about Ishmael out of the Bible.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Right? Read.
Genesis chapter 16, verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael.
Ishmael, right? This is who the Arab descend from, right? Read.
Because the Lord hath heard thy affliction, and he will be a wild man.
A what?
A wild man.
Ishmael would be a wild man. Meaning what? What do you think that means? Ishmael gonna be a wild man. Think of the Arabs today. How do they act? How are they?
Oh, like you be talking about some
Yes.
people who, well, unfortunately, there are some people who do evil things, like, amongst them. Like, there are people who kill people amongst them.
Yes.
But just like...
Not just kill people. How do they? Give me one of the methods of their killing. How? How do they kill people?
Like strap bombs.
Strap bombs to themselves and blow themselves up. That is a wild man. That's who you're following. Does that make any sense? That's who you're following. You're following their book. They're the ones that created Islam.
That's right.
Yes.
Islam does not allow it. The Quran...
Read.
And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him.
his hand will be against every man. He will kill and destroy anybody. He doesn't care. He will strap a bomb to himself and kill children. He does not care. He will strap a bomb to the children and kill them. He don't care. What do you have to say? What's your name, man? Matter of fact, what's your name?
My name is El Haj. El Haj.
El Haj. I'm Zep. Nice to meet you, bro. You from Senegal, right?
Yeah,
I'm from Nigeria.
So, the Quran does not agree with what they do. It doesn't matter what these small minority of people do. The Quran says, and many things. First of all, the Quran says, and do not cause destruction with your own hands. The Quran says, do not kill yourself and do not kill others.
Okay.
Unjustly.
Now, give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Watch this. Watch this. Watch where the Quran got it from. You know the verse?
I know that.
Okay. So the problem is you don't know that you're an Israelite. That's the problem. You think you're from Senegal. You are not just from Senegal. You are an Israel. You are above all people.
That's right.
You should not be debasing yourself by following somebody who's less than you. That's the problem. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Now, this is Moses speaking to the Israelites. The Islam believes in Moses, right? And recognizes him as a prophet, right? Okay, read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Above. So what is it saying?
Okay.
What is it saying? What did that just say?
It said that the Israelites are above all people.
Okay, now what did the verse of the Quran say?
The Quran.
It said the same thing.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. It copied the Bible. It copied from the prophet Moses. And like I said before, the issue is you don't know you're an Israelite.
That's
Can you tell? And watch this. Senegal's in Africa, right?
Yeah.
What happened that gave all the African countries their borders? Who did that? What happened?
France.
France, that's one of them. Well, who?
Like Europe.
Yeah, what happened in history that chopped up all of Africa and gave all the countries their borders? What happened?
Colonialism, like slavery.
What was the Berlin Conference?
Oh.
The Berlin How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. The Berlin Conference, right? That's what happened when Europeans, they chopped up all of Africa, right? So that's why you say you're from Senegal, you have your borders. I say, my ancestors from, now exactly. But were any so-called Africans involved in the Berlin Conference to choose our own borders?
I'm assuming not.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely not, right? Now, after that, there were certain people that came in and pushed next was religion. First, they divided us. After that, they pushed religion on us.
Right.
That's why if you go to Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria, yes, they're mainly Muslim. But if you go south, what are they? All Christian. Why? Because the Christians came from the south and the Muslims came from the north. And the same thing with Senegal. We were changed. Give me Luke. Give me Luke 21. This is what happened in history. Give me Luke 21. This is why you think you're supposed to be in Islam. This is why you don't know you're an Israelite. This is why you think you're from Senegal. You don't know where you're really from. Read.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
Now, this is us, the Israelites. We were still living in Jerusalem at this time. Where is Jerusalem in the world?
Well, now we call it Israel.
Now we call it Israel. What is it? What was it? Where is Israel?
Oh, Middle East.
Middle East. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Middle East, right? Where is the Middle West?
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of the Middle West, right? Doesn't make sense, right? The Middle East doesn't make sense. There's no such thing as the Middle East. Oh, that whole region is just East Africa. That's it. It's just East Africa, right? Israel is in Africa. There is no Middle East, right? Read.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
Now, this is Jesus Christ, right? When you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, that army, that's the Roman army coming against us, right? This is when we still lived in our land. Read.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Flee to the mountains. He's saying, get out of Jerusalem. Get out of Israel. Go further south into Egypt. That's where we ran down into Egypt, right? Read.
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out. and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Right.
For these be the days of vengeance.
The days of vengeance that was prophesied before. It was prophesied that we would be run out of Jerusalem for breaking God's laws. So now, you have so-called black people, the Israelites are black, right? We're running down further into Africa, right? Read.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Which things were written before? Which things were prophesied? Give me Deuteronomy 20:64. Now, after that, we're now in Africa, right? Now we have the curses. Now that is a curse in itself. But now we have the curses coming upon us more and more so, right? All right. Now? Okay. So now, give me this. Give me this. Watch this. And this is why some of the Israelites are heavy into Christianity. And some of us, what's the other one? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Now, Moses is telling the Israelites, he will scatter us among all people. One of those ways was when the Roman army took us out of Jerusalem, out of Israel, right? And we fled down further into Africa, right? Read.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other.
Right.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And in those lands where you're scattered, you would serve other gods, right? Read.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Neither you, we didn't know anything about Islam before it came. We didn't know anything about Christianity before it came. Neither did any of our forefathers. These are new. Read.
Even wood.
Even wood? What do you think the wood represents? What is the staple of Christianity? Like, what do they wear on their neck? And the cross made out of what? Wood. That's Christianity. Now watch the next one. Read.
And stone.
What do you think that one represents?
Well, you're going to claim it represents
Nah, not me. I didn't write the Bible.
black stone.
The cobblestone. Now, when did we learn about these things? We learned about them in slavery. You ever heard of the sub-Saharan slave trade? What? Tell me a little bit about it. What happened? Sub-Saharan slave trade.
Wasn't it the Arabs were bringing Africans to slavery, right?
The Arabs were bringing us into slavery. Now, what do you think happened when they had us in slavery? Did they just let us continue doing what we were doing? You know, we have our way of belief, we have our way of life. Did they just let us continue? Like, okay, you're our slaves, but you can still do what you do, still do your thing. Or did they indoctrinate us and teach us what their gods, their religions?
Right.
Did they make us slaves, especially mentally?
Wake them up.
Definitely the second one. You're saying probably, definitely the second
Right.
one. Definitely, that's what happened. That's why you're in Islam.
That's right.
Because it worked. Their plan worked. You don't know you're an Israelite. You think you're just from Senegal. No. You are an Israelite. The fact that you're in Islam proves that you're an Israelite. The fact that you're from Africa and you suffer all these curses and you don't know who you are, don't mind him. Something not right with our brother right there. All right? The fact that it's happening and you're going so hard for the Quran proves that you're an Israelite. You need to come out of Islam. You need to study the real word of God.
That's
You need to
right.
study the real word of God so you can be saved.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.